Hi, I'm Rozette. I am excited to be here as a special viewer of Sony Original Music Season. What do you say? Let's go and start checking out these artists.
我原本是孑然一身，一支画笔相伴余生，直到你还我悠人，心上再没有寒温。
Well, isn't this absolutely beautiful and tender and fragile? Feels something between a lullaby and a love song. Tonally, I think that this gal, whose name I think is Chen, beautiful tone. I also really like her vibrato. When you have a singer like this that's able to do sort of different shapes and different thicknesses in vibrato, we know that they have a beautiful toolkit. Let's keep watching.
可笑着肉体翻身，为你摘星辰。
Right? When an artist is willing to be that tender and fragile, that they let their vibrato actually kind of come in and out, it really gives the audience the chance to feel deeply.
当月光清澈，像你影子线纹，流半边水针，梦中跟你过门。
When we're looking at songwriting, it's very noteworthy when we are hearing a song for the first time and the chorus feels chorusy. When the chorus feels like a chorus on a first listen, I think this is a successful songwrite when we can identify it on a first listen. I almost could sing along. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. This melody is beautiful.
我明知不是我们，偏偏心以为真。
This was absolutely beautiful. I am a fan of this artist. And I think that on top of that, wonderful songwriting, wonderful vocal toolkit, and wonderful live presentation. This artist should be very proud of herself, and I hope gains fans from this video. Moving on to Corsak. Go.
I wish I knew like this kind of feel like now. Or but keep it low. Try and stop that exact on the run straight to your mind.
So this guy put together a really awesome arrangement of a song like this. To do this live, he's using his live vocals as many layers and pieces as possible in a situation with this more dancey, beaty song. He essentially did back vocals, lead vocals. He's layering. This is a great way to present a song like this live with the smallest amount of manpower possible. Just him.
Hey baby, don't know what's thinking. You got just be here and dancing. Don't worry, let's keep on rocking.
I did enjoy this. This is a really different skill set, a really different toolkit than a singer-songwriter per se. This kind of artist has to kind of play the role of producer and artist and performer. In this genre, the way he's moving and dancing, every move he makes, the way he hits the buttons, the way he speaks the words, sing the words, all of that matters, and I think he's very appealing to watch. All I've really gotten to see is his profile, but he moves well. He seems handsome in profile anyway, so I think this is the kind of song that if people heard in a club or in a venue or in a store, I think they would be drawn to it. So I think it's successful in that way for sure. Less singy, but super vibey.
Just dance.
Let's keep going.
童年的秋千在摇动，落叶围成的漩涡，在生锈的栏杆上跳，屋脚下是棉花还是云朵，一切都美，一切都好，一切在狂欢后脚朝着太阳奔跑，嗨嗨嗨。
That is not what I expected her to sound like. Just wearing my vocal coach hat, I just want to point out that sometimes really playful vocals like this, playful songs and playful melodies like this, we sometimes don't credit the singer or the artist for the technical ability. Obviously, technical ability is not at the core of why audience and fans enjoy a song, but I'm just pointing out that what we just heard, these register changes and these jumps in a live situation like this takes a lot of skill, and to make it appealing and playful and fun and so melody delicious does point to her being a very wonderful vocal technician as well as artist. And songwriting wise, this is super fun. 在岸上迎接的人群，问候的也不刻意，一切都自然，一切都清静，一切都顺顺又利利地朝着完美而去。This song feels like it belongs in a movie soundtrack immediately, like a romantic comedy when the couple is like walking down the street falling in love. This, for me, through my lens, feels like an interesting blend almost of East and West. I doubt this artist would necessarily resonate with what I just said, because we have some traditional Chinese instruments in the track, and the vocalization is probably inspired by some more traditional sounds, but the melody is crafted in such a way that feels like a quaint singer-songwriter song from back home in the West. So I think that this is a really appealing song. I have fallen in love with it, almost immediately. But I still hear the sound of China, but I also hear it's just such a universally appealing melody and a universally appealing character in the voice. I'm a big fan of this gal and this song. So this is a grace note she's using. This is actually a fairly, this technique isn't used by every singer. We hear a lot of her musicality, but we also hear her musical toolkit. Also, pardon me, the lyrics are super playful and sound a lot like the movie soundtrack I'm picturing in my mind. Love, love, love her. Love, love this song. And I wonder if she has more songs in her repertoire that feel like this, because if so, I'd go to her concert. Okay, let's go. Next up.
为什么要留下我一个人自然地走过？眼泪在诉说你的痛，是否在意过？
For me, this singer is beautiful and emotive, but the song for me is less maybe unique. Yeah.
是偏爱，也是例外，习惯，也是依赖，却又太多伤害。时间也无法释怀，蓝色变了那窗台，身边空了一半，该离开总会离开，随你而去的爱。
She's doing a really great job using her humanness, right? These sounds she's making right now are the sounds we make when we are going to cry or are crying, and that's very wise and very useful for a singer to use these kind of sounds. I will also say that she does have great vocal skill. For me, her tone and the songwriting, I want something more unique from her. She's very skilled. The song is good. The song is even more than good. But for me, I'm just missing something still.
When I break 习惯，也是依赖，却有太多伤害，是这样无法释怀了。
But it's worth pointing out that this is the kind of song and the kind of vocal performance that if we dialed up the reverb and kind of made a little bit more atmosphere for her voice to sit in, that might make the song feel a little bit more impactful, a little bit more big. Does take some forethought and some control to not go out of tune or kind of lose yourself in those switches. I say bravo to her. I say bravo to her. Let's go on.
你是否也曾绝望遍体鳞伤，一整夜睁着眼等天亮。
This is great harmony work, but I'm going to keep listening and maybe it unfolds a little bit more.
要做黑暗里的光，把所有阴影照亮，淌着血也要用力闯荡。
I'm going to be super picky for a second. I think that this female singer, who is essentially the lead here, is feeling the song, is bringing her emotion to the song, but I am ever so slightly distracted by what I sometimes call the push-pull. So what it comes down to is having a little bit more support and follow-through at the end of lines. And most people may not be distracted by this at all, but the production of this very stripped-down style of performance does leave it a little open to this, does leave it a little vulnerable, I guess.
要做黑暗里的光，把所有阴影照亮，淌着血也要用力闯荡。打破心里面的墙，有梦就应该疯狂。
Okay, for example, that so I apologize if this is the wrong word, but and I'm exaggerating what I'm talking about when I say push-pull. Do you see how I'm kind of putting a lot of energy in the front end, and then I'm having to back up. So this is very subtle, and some people might even appreciate that kind of energy, but just through my lens, I find this distracting. Both of them. La, right? Even this, listen to the la's. La 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 la. We more want to hear la 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 la. Right? We want to hear a little bit more fluidity at the end of notes, phrases. I think it's also worth mentioning that having tight harmonies like this, live, stripped down situation, I say bravo to both of them. Culturally, I'll say, my lens, this style of song is not as familiar, is not as much of what would have been, I guess, popular in what I've listened to in my life. But I can see how people could be drawn to the emotion of this and the hook of da 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 da, this kind of melody. So great work to these guys. And let's keep it going.
I
think it's really fun to see 6 vocalists in one song, and that is also, as far as composition goes, songwriting goes, that's a lot of parts to write and create and work together with. So I commend these guys for that. I think that's really fun. I think for audiences, it's always cool to see the most human involvement in a song possible.
OK 那就 OK 呀，雨滴落下看彩虹发芽，不 OK 那也 OK 呀，无名至少开出鲜花。OK 必须 OK 呀，心跳在同个天空下，我们一起就 OK 呀。
From what I can tell, the lyrics of this song kind of feel like living life on your own terms. it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that, it's okay to just live and enjoy life. And I think that the vibe of the song, the vocal melody, and the way the voices are collaborating together nicely bring to life those lyrics. It's just it's a fun piece.
OK 呀，无名至少开出鲜花。OK 必须 OK 呀，心跳在同个天空下，我们一起就
I think that these lyrics right here, which, forgive me this translation, I don't know how close it is, but occasionally I want to be passionate, okay, just lie down when you're tired, okay, just do as I please. So basically this song is just doing your own thing. And I think people are often very attracted to lyrics and sounds that give them permission to just be okay in their body, be okay in their own life. So fun work, guys. Let's keep going.
谁又是谁？好与坏，包山空灰，非是是非，好气馁，周遭。
I love when a singer starts singing and their voice is really unexpected based on either their appearance or my assumptions. This is the second time this has happened today. I love the texture of her voice. Quite unique. We have a little bit of more of a
满天往下飞舞，前方没有了路，我被推着走，谁又鼓励无助，我只能缝缝补补，绝不能。
You know who she reminds me of? This is so interesting. She reminds me of early 2000s Fiona Apple. I don't know if you guys remember her. She had some really big hits. Beautiful vibrato, beautiful tone, beautiful decision. This is Chinese Fiona Apple. This is so moody and kind of dark, but also very, very skillful singing.
束手无策，我是过客，安生为乐不动。
I want to point out, she just said, when singers make sounds like that, like or a yeah, or a baby, or a ooh, or any of these kind of sounds, there is a strict difference between a singer who's doing it because they're intrinsically motivated, like a sound someone would make if they were genuinely feeling an emotion, versus when sometimes we have artists or singers saying, yeah, 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 la, 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 ooh, baby. It doesn't feel as genuine. This is how you show raw emotion. This is how you bring a song to life, especially your own material. Bravo to her.
胜利这疯狂不再爱，天地间一番常态，我要不要停下来？
Love her, love the song, love her tone. So yay to her, yay to her. Well, I've had an absolute blast checking out Sony Original Music Season. Love these artists. Thank you for having me. Fun. Rozette signing off.